And so, after a moment's joy, there is the scratching, the pulling, the tearing to get it away from me. It is torn and shredded, passed from hand to hand as far as it will go. It never goes very far without vanishing, for we are many, and we all have teeth. Some are killed for holding on too long. If the sweetness does not move fast enough, a head crushed by stone or body scratched too deeply to recover, then they are eaten the way a rat is, or one of the meaty ones that sometimes wander down here with the strange pelts that cover their skin. I learned quickly not to hold on too long. They thought enough not to kill me because I am best at finding such things, but they hurt me badly, and unlike them, I learned. That was the first time I realized I was different, when I knew I had learned not to hold on too long. It was also when I first felt free to hate them all, myself with them, to hate them for their nearness, for the yowls, for their sharp fingers, for their teeth, for their smells, for the way they dumbly follow me because I am better at finding the sweetness, and to hate myself for being in the world with them, and wonder where it is that the meaty ones come to us from, and if it is any different. So before I sleep, I let my mind sense my mind, but when I wake, I'm looking. The others think I search for sweetness, but my thought is on the meaty ones and where they come to us from. If they can wander here, perhaps I can wander there. So instead of searching for sweetness, I scour the cracks and crevices to find a way away. To the others it looks just the same. But if I ever should find such a way, I must not let them know. We are as much in each other's minds as we are in each other's way, and by they would find me. They would be terrified to lose me. They would kill and eat me rather than lose me, so instead, if I find a way, I must hide it, even from myself, and wait until I find some sweetness. Then I can give it to them, and while they are in heaven, I will go away. Where is there to go? My mind thinks a place different than this, where I'm not surrounded and used, where my eyes are not useless. But I have no idea what it would look like or how to get there, or even if the journey would take more than I have life to give. But that matters little. I have no sense of time. These scenes are always wet, Lieutenant Clive Gidley mused, spitting a bit of mud away from his upper lip. Muck-brown water with the occasional chunk of mud continually splashed into his face, its source an unseen leaking pipe that someone had forgotten to seal. Despite the discomfort, he didn't blame the work crew for clearing out as soon as they could. The mad thing to do was to remain with a doodle-bug between one's legs. He wiped his face and shifted, hoping to better secure his precarious balance. His manicured hand sank into mud, making him nearly slip before he could yank it free. At that, his strong, steady heart skipped a beat. Best not to try that again, he thought. Think about the girl. A pretty thing. He'd almost met her at the pub the other night. Ever since, his thoughts wandered back to the wistful moment she'd risen from, then vanished back into the crowd. She'd had the kind of red hair that glowed blonde at the highlights. When she'd seen him looking, just before she'd disappeared, she'd smiled in a way that made him smile back. Just thinking about her made him smile again. There, that calmed him enough to continue. With the right attitude, he might even parlay his fear into indignation. Indignation always made him more competent, so he began thinking about how unfair it was for him to be here stuck in the muck of a deep tunnel just adjacent to an unused ghost station on the Piccadilly line. Bad enough this silly buzz bomb had somehow lodged itself way down here. Worse still was the fact that once a routine tube inspection brought it to light, it was quickly deemed too close to the old station simply to blow it up with a half-pound block of TNT, as they usually did in such cases. Apparently, old Constitution Hill Station, somewhere between Green Park and Hyde Park Corner, closed since 1934, was more valuable than the life of one lieutenant. Oh, he'd guessed the reason.